happening at once a lot of the
All right,
times.
yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Don't jump ahead. Hang on.
Yeah.
Segment 5. Backstage, Goldie asks Teamsters if they've seen NWA President Jim Miller, even though TNA just said,
let's send it back to Goldie and Jim Miller.
Apparently they don't check anything beforehand.
Those were not Teamsters. Those were security guards.
Those were oh, whatever. I thought
I've seen those security guards in many segments.
Oh my God. You know what? Yeah.
And they look like they have never seen a woman before in their entire life as they're staring at GoldyLocks.
It has been a good year since I've been to an independent wrestling show. And now that I think about it, yes, that is what independent wrestling show security looks like.
Yep. That's them. To a T.
So GoldyLocks looks at the camera and goes, oh, I looked everywhere. I don't know where Jim Miller is. I have nothing for you. But then dark match wrestlers, the Hot Shots, walk by and she's like, oh, have you seen President Jim Miller? And they're like, no. And she's like, well, I don't know what to do. I guess this is the end of the segment.
Which, contrary to what I said earlier, the Hot Shots, when they walked by, got a slight pop from the crowd. So they probably did do a good job on their dark match.
I guess, yeah.
It was a weird slight pop for them, which I do have to mention because there wasn't many pops for anything during the show.
Maybe people just weren't like that into the Johnsons. So they were just like, oh, this is what we're getting seg 1. I'm not giving you anything. So yes, the original Midget Killer Puppet, the Psycho Dwarf, pulls her to her knees and he starts cutting a promo. So Puppet, the Psycho Dwarf, says that all the other midgets have been stealing my limelight and that, why can't they fight me? Like 80s child actor Gary Coleman.
Reaction.
Oh, did they react? Yeah.
Maybe. That's what he's going for.
Well, maybe he wanted a reaction from Austin Powers movie franchise crutch, Mini-Me.
Reaction.
We don't even know his real name yet. Like, he's still just Mini-Me.
What is his real name?
Verne Troyer.
Verne?
Yeah.
Okay, Verne.
Or was his name.
Did he legally change it?
No, he's dead.
Oh. Legally?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. And then he also calls out Beetlejuice from the FM radio program, The Howard Stern Show.
Oh, yeah, because everyone knows it. Well, he was on WCW, so whatever.
Yeah. He says, I want to see a midget bleed, and that's a promise. And then post-interview, the commentators are like, so does Puppet want to commit dwarf genocide? And they're like, yeah, I think so. I think he does. Segment length, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Yeah, my thoughts, I have to say, because this is like legit. Here is my kayfabe question for the show. Here it is.
All right.
Does Puppet really think that Gary Coleman is going to see him being called a has-been in the year 2002 and get angry and challenge Puppet to a wrestling match? Or that Mini-Me is going to be upset by Puppet claiming that he stole movie parts from him and that he'll challenge him to a wrestling match? Because that's insane. Even in kayfabe, it's insane.
See some crazy things in wrestling, my friend.
Because, look, Gary Coleman declared bankruptcy in 1999, so he already knows he's a has-been.
Okay, so he's looking for money.
That's the thing, though. He already has money on the uprise, because do you remember the video game Postal 2?
Yeah.
That's coming out in, this year. He's on the upswing at this point.
Wait, why is Postal 2 relevant to him?
He's in that game.
He is?
He's like the main villain of that game. Well, not about the main villain, but he's
that's right. Yeah, I remember those commercials now. Okay.
Yeah, he was a big selling point for that game.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I say he is definitely on the upswing. He starts, it's commercials, but he starts starring in things.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, Verne Troyer, Austin Powers Gold member, comes out in 23 days. He is not having a wrestling match.
Yeah.
He is not.
He's set for now. He's going to start getting fat.
Yeah, and then there's also Beetlejuice, who has already been hit in the head by Jeff Jarrett at WCW. He's not going to take the chance again.
Yeah.
He's not showing up and getting a guitar to the brain. No one
did it. Got a t-shirt. He's done.
I don't get, from a kayfabe standpoint, I don't get what Puppet thinks he's going to accomplish by doing this. No one would accept a match from him. He is like the midget New Jack. Who was going to wrestle that guy? Rookies who don't know any better.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I guess. All right. Do you have any thoughts?
The only thing I really liked was they had Puppet come in, pull down GoldyLocks to her knees, so they were level.
Yes.
instead of her hunched down or whatever. I'm like, oh, that was kind of a smart thing. That
I like that as well. Yes.
And GoldyLocks was a lot better in this promo. She wasn't. I didn't feel like she was like a manager to him, but now she just needs to work on expressing and emoting to the camera after every sentence. Basically, she needs to not be Jim from The Office.
Right.
It's really annoying. She looks at him and he says something, and she looks at the camera and makes a face and then looks back. And it's just like it's every sentence. Like she's the punctuation mark.
She's trying to do like a Mean Gene, but it's not as subtle as Mean Gene.
Oh no, it's like down your throat.
Yeah.
Like Slick Johnson.
You gotta throw him under a bus real quick, huh?
Yeah, there was no pun or innuendo. I just hate Slick Johnson.
Okay, segment 6. Push!